Hello, beautiful people. My name is Teacher On, and today we're going to work on grammar. So, we're gonna see all the lessons and activities related to adjectives and adverbs. For this course, you need your grammar book, you need your pen, you can use black or blue, you need to use a sharp pencil, and colors. Well, colors are optional, but they decorate a lot. Are you ready? Because I am. Good. So let's begin the lesson. In this case, we're gonna go to the story in lesson 13. Lesson 13 says that it's about a rich man's fine clothes. Repeat. The lesson is lesson 13. Okay? And the title is A Rich Man's Fine Clothes. In the first activity, in part A, we need to listen and read the first part of the story. So you and I are going to read this story. The story is divided in three parts, so let's listen to the first part of the story. This moment I'm going to read, so I want you to please pay attention a little bit. Okay? So are you ready? Good. So let's begin. Mullah Nasruddin worked hard. He was tired and hungry after farming all day. There was a party that night at the rich man's house. Nasruddin didn't want to be late, so he didn't go home to change. As Nasruddin walked into town, he imagined all kinds of wonderful food: cold drinks, juicy olives, tasty chicken. The rich man opened the door. He looked at Nasruddin's dirty work clothes and muddy shoes. He scowled at his visitor. Nasruddin walked into the crowded room. Everyone wore beautiful clothes. The tables were covered with delicious food, and but nobody spoke to Nasruddin. Nasruddin went home. He changed and put on his expensive coat. He ran back to the party. Now, now that we read and heard the story, we're going to do this part B that says to find out four adjectives in the story and the nouns they describe. Remember, an adjective is a word that is used to describe something. For instance, let's say, for example, this mouse. I can say that the mouse is red, so I can say the red mouse. What word describes the mouse? Yes, red. So, red mouse. In this case, I want you to look in the story four of those words and what noun they describe. After that, you're gonna think, okay? And you're going to think, and part C says, what do you think happens next in the story? So you're going to tell me what is next, okay? Very good. Now that you have found those four adjectives, we're gonna continue into the next part, okay? Remember, an adjective is a word that is used to describe things, animals, or ideas, or even people. All right? So you can use adjectives to give description. For example, the red mouse, the green cat, or the intelligent student, like you, because you are intelligent. Now, in the next part, part D, says here to listen and read the story. This is the second part of the story. So I want you please to pay attention. I am going to read it now and you're going to read it with me. All right? The rich man happily welcomed his elegant visitor. He opened the door and said, "Come and eat." Nasruddin walked slowly into the room. People smiled warmly at him. Nasruddin quietly sat down. He took some bread and said clearly, "Eat, coat, eat." He put the bread in his coat pocket. He took some figs and said, "Eat, coat," and put them into the other pocket. People stared nervously at this man feeding his coat. Nasruddin warmly calmly fed his coat some olives, chicken, and grapes. "Eat, coat, eat." Eventually, the host ran over and asked politely, "Excuse me, Nasruddin, what are you doing?" This is an interesting story, isn't it? I like it. I want to know how the story ends. So move on to the practices E, F, and G. In the practice E, I want you to find 6 adverbs. Adverbs in the second part of the story. So from the story we just read, I want you to find 6 adverbs. Okay? Do you know what an adverb is?